bad then. No, it's not. Those teams were vastly over a gigantic disappointment to the point where their coach left. So, but the Big 12 this year to me was actually it was fun and entertaining football with teams a lot better than people think.
Well, and of course, right down the road from us, West Virginia just fired Neil Brown. What are you hearing about that coaching search?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. You know, I've actually, like, because I live in Florida. Oh my God, Jimbo Fisher. Maybe he wants to get back into coaching. I don't know why West Virginia would even entertain that thought. Neil Brown was considered an offensive-minded guy when they hired him. His offense never was as cutting edge, I think, as people thought. But Neil Brown's offense, compared to Jimbo Fisher's, is beyond cutting edge. Jimbo Fisher hasn't had a new offensive thought since 2007.
What about the possible?
Rich Rodriguez is another one.
That's the guy to ask about.
Because
that.
I guess King Kercheval, who has a lot of money, and people who have a lot of money have a way of making their opinions known. Rich Rod, when he left, it wasn't exactly a graceful.
Well, there are still a lot of people that have never forgiven him. I mean, he's a polarizing figure, but that'll be interesting. It'll really be interesting.
And his offense this year at Jacksonville State was quite good. They won Conference USA last night, a 9-win season. He knows what he's doing, but I don't. When it comes to coaches, I'm of the opinion you can't go home again. I don't know why. I think West Virginia can hire a guy who has not coached there before.
Well, the other two games really going to be interesting. A rematch of Georgia-Texas. That should be a great game. Yeah,
and the first time they played, Georgia won easily. Carson Beck threw 3 interceptions, but it didn't matter because Quinn Ewers was far, far worse, to the point where he actually got benched in the first half. But Texas has sort of regained its swag down the stretch. They ran all over Texas A&M, which is extremely impressive because Texas A&M's defensive front has 4 future NFL guys on it, and Texas just manhandled them. Georgia has had trouble stopping the run. I know the game's in Atlanta, which basically is a Georgia home game. But I think this game is going to be an interesting one. I think Texas has a little bit more to play for because if they win, they're going to be the number 2 seed and maybe the number 1 seed if Oregon loses. I think Texas pulls it out today.
So the loser of that game, they're still in, you think?
Oh yeah, I think the question Texas, how far would they fall? Georgia's going to get in even if they lose, but I think you could see Georgia being like a 9 seed or something like that if they lose today. Texas, I think, would remain in the top 8, which means they would host a first round game. The interesting thing about the playoff is if SMU wins, SMU would be the 3 seed, Boise State would be the 4. They'd have first-round byes, and both would be underdogs when they play their first college football playoff game, despite being the 3 and 4 seeds.
Quick comment about Penn State, Oregon.
Oregon, the idea about Oregon is going to struggle when it plays games in Big Ten territory in the winter. This game's inside on turf, which actually helps Oregon, I think. I trust Dylan Gabriel more than I trust Drew Allar, and that's why I think Oregon wins.
Okay. As always, great to catch up with you. Everybody out there, sit back and enjoy. We got a big day of football coming up.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right. You take care. Mike Huguenin talking about Championship Saturday. I want to get this interview in. We couldn't do T.J. Watt yesterday because he was tied up with CBS Sports, but they got me a replacement, and here's my conversation quickly with inside linebacker Patrick Queen. Cleveland Browns coming in, Patrick Queen, and I appreciate you filling in for TJ real quick here. I know you guys are probably looking to a matchup with them again after what happened the first time.
Yeah, I mean, any division game you really excited for, you look forward to, because you know what type of game it's going to be. And it's just true football weather, it's December football, and especially how they're playing right now, or how they're putting up a lot of points and stuff. So we just got to go out there, we got to play our type of game, play a physical game, and go out there and just try to beat them guys.
I remember what the coaches said after the first go-around, and on both sides of the ball, they felt that there was a lot of meat left on the bone, offensively and defensively in the red zone.
Yeah, I feel like that's when it comes to us. Like, we just got to execute. Like, there's plays to be made, we just ain't making them. So, the communication starts with a sense of urgency, getting out the huddle, me getting the cause to all the guys and us just going out there communicating and playing at a high level.
The usual game plan, I guess, stop the run, try and force them to be one-dimensional. Winston, he's a strange guy. He can throw the football, and he can cause you problems.
Right, yeah, he can. He's a great quarterback. Grew up watching him and all the things he accomplished and stuff. And when you play a guy like that, that just gets you more excited because it's somebody you grew up watching and idolizing. So that's why I said, like, for us, this is the point of us going out there executing. Our front guys got a good rush plan, and we got a good back end plan. So we definitely got to stop Chubb and Jerome and those guys, and we just gotta play a complete game. We got to stop the run. We got to stop the pass. We got to get out the quarterback. We just got to be complete.
Schematically, they did some things the last game that really gave TJ some problems. Of course, he faces that almost every game, but it's going to help having Highsmith back, I think.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think now they know with Nick also as well, it's hard to just be able to focus on TJ the whole game, but if they want to do that, then other guys got to eat. So, I think TJ can still do a hell of a job with that stuff that's going on. So, we all know what's at stake. We all know the game plan, and I think the game plan is a great one, and I think our guys are going to handle that job well.
The other guy who's come up big lately, and he just is coming off a great game, is the wide receiver, Judy.
Yeah, he's hot right now. I think he went for, 250 last game.
Yeah.
So, that's a tough matchup, and just knowing him since college and stuff, and he's always been that kind of receiver and stuff, and now seeing him able to flourish, as a fan of the game, you're proud, but at the same time, when you're playing against him, that's something that you got to stop. You can't let that guy get high. You can't let him get the ball too many times and stuff. So, like I said, we got a good back-end plan. We got a good up-front plan, so we just got to be able to play those things together.
Well, looking at the game plan, it would be nice to force a couple turnovers. Turnovers always help. And an old coach always told me, and it's always true, you win it up front, both sides of the ball.
Yep, you most definitely do. And that's what we've been preaching the whole game. Mike T started off this week. It starts up front. The bigs got to eat. So, that's the main focus right now. The bigs take care of their job, and then once they take care of their job, everybody else fills in and take care of their job. And when we say it like that, it's not completely on our own. We all doing it together. Back end works with the front end. Quarterbacks, cadence or assignments, pickups for the blitzes, whatever it may be. The running backs on the chip, wide receivers, whatever it is. Back end for us, showing where we at, alignments, is all that stuff goes into one, so we all could be on the one accord.
I appreciate you taking the time, Patrick.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah.
Patrick Queen filling in for TJ Rott. That wraps up the Sports Line, brought to you by Aaron Zolbrot and the Health Insurance Store, Pittsburgh Street in Connellsville. Tom Vernon, Casey Sports Cafe on southbound Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. George Von Bento saying so long. We've got high school basketball coming up right after this break.
Unwind from the day, relax, and enjoy a beverage at Yawk River Brewing. Located on South Arch Street in Connellsville, Yawk River Brewing has a 12-tab beer system featuring their own beer brewed on site. They offer a selection of non-beer items, too, featuring local ciders, meads, and a cocktail menu. They have food trucks and live music regularly for you to enjoy as you relax. There's indoor and outdoor space available, including fire pit to enhance your experience. For more info on the ever-changing beer lineup and a schedule of events, check out YawkRiverBrewing.com or on social media at Yawk River Brewing.
Laurel Highlands Wealth Advisory Group of Janie Montgomery Scott in Uniontown is a proud sponsor of Sportsline. When you work with Janie, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances in a way that makes sense for you. The team partners with you through each stage of life to help you set and reach your financial goals. To learn more about the Laurel Highlands Wealth Advisory Group at Janie, be sure to check out their website at www.lhwag.com. Laurel Highlands Wealth Advisory Group of Janie Montgomery Scott, LLC, member FINRA, NYSE, SIPC.
This is the time to save big at Autoland on a new Hyundai. All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty, Hyundai Owner Assurance, with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, plus 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, unlimited roadside assistance, plus 3-year, 36-month free complimentary maintenance. But there's a lot more reasons to buy your Hyundai from Autoland. First, they're a conveniently located, family-owned dealership that has served the area for well over 60 years. The second reason is that you'll deal with friendly, hometown salespeople. And the third reason is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai long after the sale. So stop into Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or call them 724-437-9999. And as Chris Parker Jr. says,
remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai. NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
It's fall again, which means it's the Medicare annual enrollment period, the 53 days where everyone on Medicare can make changes to their medical and prescription plans and companies. And if you have an Advantage plan, HMO or PPO, it's vital that you listen to this message. Seniors need to be aware that starting in 2025, the majority of those on Medicare Advantage plans are going to have unprecedented changes to their prescription drug coverage. For the first time ever in Western Pennsylvania, many plans will have a large deductible on Tier 3 drugs and or a monthly cost that could be hundreds of dollars more than the affordable fixed copay they're accustomed to. Those who aren't prepared may be faced with $600 in upfront costs in the new year and spend as much as $1,000 or more on drugs than they did in 2024. If you want to know if your Medicare plan is going to be affected by the new prescription drug coverage and how to avoid dramatic increases in out-of-pocket expenses, call the health insurance store in Connellsville, 724-603-3403. The health insurance store, 724-603-3403.
Host your parties and celebrations at Deer Creek Winery and Watson Estate Bed and Breakfast in German Township. No need to clean or cook to get together with friends this holiday season or next year. Their estate room or hayloft barn is ready to bring your next celebration to life. Get a head start to book your 2025 wedding at Deer Creek Winery. For more information, contact Lindsay or Scott at 724-437-4999 or visit deercreekwine.com.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school basketball here on WMBS, being brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, the Krisner Dental Offices, Sandy Howell Notary Services, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, Russ Blahel, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, SWGI, now U.S. Digestive Health, Joby's Golf, M&R Transit, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill, Uniontown, the C. Harper Auto Group, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Watson Mundorf LLP, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Target Safety Solutions, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Gary's Auto Sales, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak, the North Union Township Recreation Center, Matt and Lexi George, Attorney Vincent Teaberry, George Dental Associates, Uniontown Detailing, Casey Sports Cafe, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, the Radcliff Law Firm, Jeff Dennis at Remax Select Realty, Movement Physiotherapy, Ford of Uniontown, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, Potter's Bar and Grill, Stuart Collision, and by Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
From Uniontown High School, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live this afternoon. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. Uniontown 1-1, Elizabeth Forward 3-1. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hanola, with Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream courtesy of Zen's Construction Warehouse in Uniontown Detailing. And Tony, a rematch of old Section 3 4A foes. Uniontown, of course, coming off a tough 56-55 loss to Bel Vernon last night. The Red Raiders actually rallied from down 7 in the fourth quarter to take a 1-point lead, but Tommy Davis sunk 2 free throws late, and Calvin Winfrey missed a shot at the buzzer as the Leopards down the Red Raiders by 1.
Yeah, and an interesting game, Brian. They were actually up 9 at halftime and then down 7 late, lost by 1. But the thing of it was they were only 14 for 27 from the foul line. And in a 1-point game, you can see how crucial that is to make those foul shots, especially in high school.
And going home and watching the game, actually listening to it coming back from Derry last night, I was impressed how well Joe Salvino coached down the stretch. Zion Moore went down with cramps. Instead of taking him straight out to the bench, they kept him on the floor kind of to delay the game a little bit more and give him time to recover while missing the minimum amount of game action. And the Leopards also used fouls they had to give in the final 10 seconds, which hampered Uniontown's chances to set up a quality game-winning shot.
That's exactly right, Brian. I was just going to say the same thing on our way back from Derry last night. I listened to the second half as well. And the thing of it was there was 10 seconds left whenever Davis made that foul shot, but they actually had a couple fouls to give. He ran the clock down to 2 and made a tough shot for Calvin Winfrey to try to win the game. So very good coaching by Coach Salvino on that end.
And Elizabeth Ford playing well. They knocked off Trinity 49-44 last night. They have wins over Thomas Jefferson, Bethel Park, and Trinity. Their lone loss came against a tough South Allegheny team.
Tough South Allegheny team right out of the gate, so they're actually on a 3-game winning streak coming into this game this afternoon.
The players to watch: Cy Herschel Roth averaging 15 points a game, and Tyler Basic, a sharpshooter from the outside. He's averaging 18 points a game. And, of course, on the Uniontown side, you have to start with Isaac Ellsworth. He had 37 points, made 10 threes in the Red Raiders opener on Tuesday, had 16 last night. He's Uniontown's leading scorer here early on in the season.
And we talked about that on Tuesday night. It was one of those things where we didn't expect him to be the leading scorer, but he's come out on fire, knocking down 14 threes already this year. So he's played well for the Uniontown Red Raiders.
And we'll talk to Elizabeth Ford head coach Nolan Larry when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliff Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliff Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
When you need a ride, take the back bus, it'll save you time. Take the back bus, safe and reliable, convenient and affordable. Take the back bus, take the back bus.
Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation has updated policies for the paratransit service and the shared ride program. Qualified riders may still schedule curbside service appointments 2 weeks in advance of their desired pickup date, but no later than 2 p.m. on the business day prior to service, provided that seating is available. No reservations will be taken after 2 p.m. for next day service, and no same-day trips can be booked. There are seating limits, and seats fill up fast. To help ensure that your ride is booked and your seat is reserved, schedule early. For more information, contact FACT at 724-628-RIDE, visit us at factbus.com, or email fact@hs.fayette.org. FACT thanks you for your understanding as we work to improve our services for you.
Take the back bus.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Prime Rozek back here on the Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show. High school basketball action on WMBS this afternoon. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, being joined by Elizabeth Forward head coach Nolan Larry. And Nolan, your Warriors enter the weekend 2-1. You'd lost your opener against South Allegheny, but rallied back with an overtime win over Thomas Jefferson, and then knocked off Bethel Park 77-67 last time out.
We probably our first 6 quarters
of the season was a disaster. Went about as poorly as it could have gone, but kind of that second half of the TJ game, our offense kind of started clicking, and then we carried it over through the Bethel Park game. So a little bit of a disappointing start against South Allegheny, being it's somewhat of a little mini rivalry you have going on here with one of our former players playing at South Allegheny. So we were a little disappointed, but we came back pretty strong, like I said, in the second half of the TJ game and kind of carried that over to Bethel Park.
I think you guys have an opportunity to make some noise this year in 4A, some of the heavyweights moving up to 5A, and you guys certainly have a solid program back.
Yes, I think that, just the stroke of luck, I guess, kind of how those numbers fall every 2 years, that so many teams that were so talented either moved up for numbers reasons or because of success reasons, and it's a couple teams that were good at, falling down. There's still good competition, just not as many teams. I think we're down to 20. Bel Vernon brings everybody back. Avonworth, Beaver. I mean, there's a lot of competitive teams. Knock brings back a huge lineup, and they've had success in the past as well. North Catholic. So there are still a lot of good teams, but we certainly, all of 4A had benefited from kind of Lincoln Park and Uniontown for sure, moving up and moving on.
And you guys really are playing a tough non-conference schedule to start the season. Really, most of these games away from home. In fact, you won't have a home game until December the 20th. We're recording this on a Friday. You have Trinity coming up tonight, and we'll, of course, have your game with Uniontown on Saturday afternoon.
Yes, I think we play all 5A teams, all on the road. Our whole entire non-section is on the road. We go to West Allegheny. We go to Baldwin at the end of the year. So we did set ourselves up with a very difficult non-conference slate intentionally. All of them being on the road partly has to do with our gymnasium getting, the new gymnasium being built, and then renovations that will be coming to our other gymnasium. So the only home games we actually have are the 6th section home games, which I think is going to be beneficial for us because really, ultimately, when it comes down to it, when we get into section play is when we really, really need to win games because that's what qualifies you for the playoffs. The other games, not that we don't want to win, we're always competing to win the games, but having a tougher schedule really sets us up for being prepared for when we get to the section, and then hopefully also prepares us for the playoffs.
We'll talk about the matchup with Uniontown. Certainly a lot of history there. You've been in their section the last few years, and you've given them some battles, but the Red Raiders have come out on top during the last couple of section games you played with them.
Yeah, I strongly remember getting destroyed in the last time we played them and scoring, I believe, only 29 points. And that still kind of sits with me because I think we were much better and more competitive a team. We did play them tough the first time at our place. And they're always loaded with talent. They're loaded with experience, and they have great leadership and great coaching. And then it seems like they just keep reloading. So there's new pieces that fit in for them. Their style of play, the system, just the camaraderie they seem to have. Even as a community, they get such a great turnout. Like, it is really an event every one of their games, it makes it really fun to play in. It makes it really tough to win in. I'm glad we only have to see them one time this year. But I think our guys, they've experienced those losses. They've also known we've been close a few times. We put forth our best effort on Saturday and see what happens.
That's Elizabeth Forward, head coach Nolan Larry. We'll have this date in Uniontown basketball history on the way next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
At the Davis & Davis Law Firm, we understand that facing legal challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we are here to guide you along the way. This is attorney Michael Mays, and at Davis & Davis Law Firm, we have over 45 years of experience, and our team is dedicated to fighting for your rights and making sure you can maximize the amount of money that you deserve. If you are hurt, injured, or need help with workers' compensation, call us today for your free consultation at 724-437-2799. The Davis & Davis Law Firm, you won't pay us anything until we win your case.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Stova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Stova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403. Peach Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, and is now Fana Pharmacy. Fana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Fana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Fana Pharmacy, formerly Peach Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles. Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183. Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority. Prime Rosek back here in the Sprouts Insurance Group pregame show. High school basketball action on WMBS this afternoon. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. Time now for this date in Uniontown basketball history. The Red Raiders 17-2 all-time on December the 7th. I have to go back 101 years ago to December the 7th, 1923, when Uniontown beat the Derry Trojans 26-19, led by Marcus Rankins, 8 points. Jim McGee and Cecil Conley had 6 apiece. On this date in 1951, Uniontown beat Jeanette 69-51, led by Doug Hartman with 20. Eddie Santoro had 16. Ralph Hicks had 10. In 1954, Uniontown won a close game at German Township, 68-64, led by Dwayne King's 21. Gina Lux had 19 and Jim Edenfield with 10. On this date in 1971, Uniontown defeated Greater Latrobe. It was a squeaker, 63-62. Alan Hackney with 23, Jim Neipover with 16, and Bill Barron with 12. On this date in 1973, Uniontown another win over Greater Latrobe, 79-68, led by Frank Henderson with 27 points. Tom Hudson had 14, and Mark Franks also had 12. On this date in 1976, Uniontown beat South Hills 79-67. Paul Epps with 25, Bryant Thomas with 18, and Mike Pratt with 14. On this date in 1982, Uniontown defeated West Mifflin North 86-56, led by Chris Frizzle's 25 points, Darwin Ramsey with 18, Darren McLeay with 12. On this date in 2001, Uniontown won at Penn Hills 76-40, led by Terrence Bonds with 23, Chris Jacobs with 16, and De'Aaron Jenkins with 12. On this date in 2002, Uniontown won at Monessen 83-65. Brandon Duncan and Junior Mays each scored 26. Calvin Brown had 11 for the Red Raiders. On this date in 2007,
Uniontown defeated West Mifflin 96-81. James Pratt with 30, Anthony Black with 18, Sean Ciccone with 13, Doogie Sander with 12, and Avery Crenshaw with 10. 5 Red Raiders in double figures in that game. On this date in 2013, Uniontown defeated Connellsville 70-59, another game in the Penn State Fayette tip-off tournament. Uniontown was led by Jordan Pratt with 31, Lyric Ellis with 15, and Jeremy Perkins with 11. And on this date in 2019, Uniontown defeated Albert Gallatin 60-52, another game played at Penn State Fayette. The Red Raiders led by Billy DeShields and Ray Robinson with 16 apiece, Isaiah Melvin with 13, and I still say they need to get that tournament back there at Penn State Fayette. That's the state in Uniontown basketball history. Nick Barchak will take a look back at last night's high school basketball action when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of Remax Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team, Remax Select Realty, on Facebook today.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Last night we had a high school basketball doubleheader on WMBS. The first game was Quaker Valley taking on Laurel Highlands at Derry. The Derry Invitational. The Quakers only up one after one quarter of action, 9-8, but they were able to pull away in the second quarter, going up 22 at halftime, 36-14. They would enact a continuous clock, a mercy roll at the 3:12 mark in the third quarter. They would lead 55-20 after three. They were led on the night by Sam Chapman. Chapman had 21 in the first half. He had 7 in the second half to finish with 28. On the night, it was all Quaker Valley in this one as they would cruise to a 65-28 win over the Mustangs, as the Mustangs would look to redeem themselves this evening, taking on Ligonier Valley. And in the second game of our double dip, it was a great game at the A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium as longtime foes Bel Vernon, and they traveled down Route 51, taking on the Red Raiders of Uniontown as Joe Salvino's Leopards battled Rob Kesmarski's Red Raiders, and they were able to overcome foul trouble in the first half. Bel Vernon was. They had 4 players with 3 fouls in that first half as they would go into halftime down 5 to the Red Raiders at 30-25. And the poor performance of the foul line for Uniontown let Bel Vernon back into the game. Red Raiders just 14 of 27 from the foul line. Bel Vernon also paced by Zion Mori at 23 points, and Tommy Davis added a baker's dozen. Davis had the game-winning free throws in the waning seconds to give Bel Vernon the lead and eventually the win.
55-54, Uniontown leads Bel Vernon, but 2 foul shots for Tommy Davis here. And the first is good, and we're tied at 55. That is 12 points for Davis. 4 for 5 from the line. Ice in his veins so far. Here comes the second. And it's good. And we have a 1-point lead for Bel Vernon, 56-55, still 10.8 on the clock.
And with just a few ticks left on the clock in the fourth quarter, Uniontown had one more chance of the buzzer.
Triggering it is going to be Dugan. And he's got Davis in his face, tall guy David in his face. Comes in to Winfrey, and it's no good. And that does it. And Bel Vernon will win it by the score of 56-55 over Uniontown.
And as you heard there from Gary and TJ, it was a win for Bel Vernon as Winfrey's shot at the buzzer was no good as the Leopards escaped Uniontown with a 1-point win. Bel Vernon 56-55, 12 in the first for Bel Vernon, 13 in the second. Their big quarter, the third, they had 19 there, 12 more in the fourth for their 56, while Uniontown had 15 in the first, 15 in the second, and 12 in the third, and 13 in the fourth for their 55. Kellen Milsom led the way for the Red Raiders with 17. Isaac Ellsworth had 16 as well. Bel Vernon, though, led the way with Zion Mori at 23, and Tommy Davis with the game-winning free throws. He added 13. So, again, your final score last night, Bel Vernon over Uniontown, 56-55. Nick Barczyk, WMBS.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stuart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stuart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stuart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stuart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today.
That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
And now the WMBS Weather Watch for all of southwest Pennsylvania. Right now, 31 degrees with sun at 12 noon. Outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, feels like we're at 22, going up to 37 this afternoon, low at 32 overnight. And for Sunday, it's going to be 50, 54 on Monday with rain likely. Same goes for Tuesday at 57, 46 on Wednesday. And we're out to Brian and Tony as we get ready for high school basketball right after this on WMBS.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanola back here at Uniontown High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Elizabeth Forward Warriors boys high school basketball action. Tony, as your starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities, and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony?
All right, thanks, Brian. For the Uniontown Red Raiders today, who come in 1-1 overall on the season, their head coach Rob Kazmarski, assistant coach Ware Gladman. Coach Kazmarski's starters for today will be number 00, Notorious Grooms, a 5'10 senior guard. Number 2, Calvin Winfrey, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 3, Aiden Kiefer, a 6'6 senior center. Number 10, Kellen Milsom, a 6'2 senior forward. And number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 5'10 junior guard. On the other side for the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, their head coach Nolan Larry, they come in with a 3-1 record overall in the season. His starters for today will be number 3, Tyler Basic, a 5'10 sophomore guard. Daniel Spence, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 11, Cy Herschelroth, a 6'3 senior forward. Number 23, James Jow, a 6'5 sophomore forward. And number 24, Justin Florney, a 6'1 senior forward.
Uniontown, the home whites, maroon numbers. Their bench across the court to our left. They'll move left to right as we describe it here in the opening quarter. Elizabeth Ford in the away blacks. White numbers and red trim. Their bench across the floor to our right. Officials here tonight, Cody Thomas, Eric Belleville, and Taylor Hott. Again, Uniontown 1-1 coming out for that 56-55 loss last night against Bel Vernon. Elizabeth Forward 3-1. They've won 3 in a row, including a win last night over Trinity. In the center circle for the Red Raiders, Aiden Kiefer, the 6'6 senior center. He'll jump against James Gow, the 6'5 sophomore forward. Gow averaging 13 points a game for Nolan Larry's Elizabeth Forward Warriors. Nolan Larry in his 3rd year coaching the Warriors. Rob Kazmarski in his 23rd year coaching the Red Raiders. Ball in the air in the opening tap controlled by Notorious Grooms in Uniontown.
Over to Isaac Ellsworth. Will send it off in the near corner to Kellen Milsom. Milsom pulls up on the elbow. Back to Notorious. Resets here high on the right, being fronted by Cy Herschelroth. Screen set up by Kiefer as Grooms takes it off to his left. Switches there with Ellsworth, who works to his right and pulls it back to Kellen Milsom. Milsom from the far elbow, back to Grooms here on the near wing. Grooms from the foul line, a little ball fake, tries to reset, sends it out to the far wing again to a cutting. Kellen Milsom is able to lay it up and in for the first 2 points of the game.
Nice job there by Milsom to slash right through that defense for the easy layup.
Now the Red Raiders in their traditional 2-2-1 press, broken across by Elizabeth Ford's Daniel Spence, who will lob it back on the elbow there to Gal, back to Spence, and they'll kick it back out far side. Tyler Basic drains the three. We talked about Basic, Tony, during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being a hot shot from the outside. He drains a three there to put Elizabeth Ford up 1-3-2. But Notorious Grooms comes back and gets a long two for the Red Raiders. And Uniontown back in the lead at 4-3. Rare to see Notorious not in double figures last night. First time that happened since the playoffs last year against Avonworth.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that, Brian. Good start for him to knock down that first shot. Maybe get a little confidence coming into this game this morning.
Warriors now reset here with Daniel Spence. A little crossover there on Grooms. Pulls back to Basic, now working near side. Cuts to his right. Shoveled back off to Justin Flournoy. Near corner again to Daniel Spence. Spence on the wing again to James Gow. Between the circles now to Cy Herschelroth. Herschelroth, another one of their leading scorers, sending it off to Basic, looking for another three. And that one missed wide left and off a deflection. The rebound pulled up there by Kellen Milsom. Back on the baseline to Winfrey. Set in the corner, and the high arcing three, good. For who else? Isaac Ellsworth, his 15th made three of the season. And the Red Raiders playing only their third game of the year. And a quick foul called here off the inbounds pass.
I think that's going to be on Notorious Grooms, and it is. That's his first foul, team first. And you're right, Ellsworth, when he gets in that left-sided corner there, Brian, he's pretty deadly. You talk about that. He's 15 threes so far on the year. He had 10 in Tuesday night's game.
Uniontown battled foul trouble last night against Bel Vernon in that 1-point loss. And as Tony said, they're just 14 of 27 from the free throw line. A little lean and a miss there with the left hand from Herschelroth. And coming the other way is Winfrey over to Ellsworth. No, check that. That's Milsom missing on the three on the far wing. Elizabeth Ford off a deflection, pulling down the rebound with Daniel Spence.
Yeah, nice position underneath there by James Guile to get that rebound over top Kiefer.
Warriors working around the arc. Basic has it here on the near side. They're going to get Winfrey for a reach.
Calvin called for his first. So two quick fouls here on the Red Raiders.
On their two senior guards, Grooms averaging 12 points and 12 rebounds a game. Winfrey 11 points a game here early on in the season. Winfrey 89 points away from 1,000 in his career. And Grooms 12 away from becoming the 6th all-time leading scorer in Uniontown history. That currently held by Dier Jenkins. A little backdoor action on the pass there. Flournoy over to Herschelroth for the basket. Cy Herschelroth, the 6'3 senior, came in averaging 15 points a game. Has the Warriors back to within two of the Red Raiders at 7-5. And you're going to get an illegal screen called here on Uniontown.
I think that's going to be on Kiefer, and that's going to be his first. And that is going to be on him. And that was a nice little high-low action on that last possession by Elizabeth Ford. Beautiful cut by Herschelroth and a nice dish by Flournoy.
Yeah, Warriors a much improved team. They're going to be contenders this year in 4A. And another nice move from Herschelroth. Went deep, repositioned, and got the 2 to go to tie this game up at 7 here at the 5:05 mark of the first.
Yeah, Herschelroth able to get a little baseline there and with a reverse. Nice block there, too, by Guile.
And the Warriors back on the basketball here near side with Daniel Spence. Out up top, and the three's an air ball from Spence. The ball goes out of bounds and back over to Uniontown.
Yeah, not so sure that's the shot that Coach Larry wanted to see. Work the ball around a little bit. Elizabeth Ford been able to get under the basket and get a couple easy shots.
Now the Red Raiders reposition here with Grooms bringing it across. Notorious picked up there by Herschelroth. Out to Ellsworth, who spots up for the three and drains it again. Second made three of the game for Isaac Ellsworth. Came in averaging 26.5 points a game. He's now knocked down 16 threes on the season. And Uniontown with a 10-7 lead here at the 4:27 mark of the opening quarter.
Near steal there by Milsom. Pretty good defense there on Herschelroth.
Backing out is Tyler Basic. Basic left of the lane. Basic resetting up top against Herschelroth, and a travel call there on the Warriors.
Yeah, shuffled his feet a little bit right before he made that move. And got to give Ellsworth credit on that last possession, Brian. I tell you what, there was not a whole lot of room between him and Basic on defense, and really just took a step back and knocked down that three for his 6th point of the game.
Calvin Winfrey now for Uniontown will bring it back across. Red Raiders the basketball. And a 3-point lead. Over to Notorious Grooms. Take a long, too far corner and drain it. Second field goal of the game for Notorious. He has 4, and the Red Raiders back up 5 on a 5-0 mini run, up 12-7 midway through this opening quarter. Warriors break the press, coming forward there with Flournoy. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it will be Elizabeth Forward's basketball. And Cam Dugan off the bench showing some hops there for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Cam Dugan checked in for Aiden Kiefer. And actually thought Flournoy should have taken that ball to the basket. He might have drawn the foul. Nice
right off
shot.
The inbounds pass, a little tip in there from James Gow. First 2 of the game for Gow. Sophomore came in averaging 13 points a game for Nolan Larry's Warriors program. And now Elizabeth Ford back to within 3 of Uniontown at 12-9. Here's the 3:39 mark of the first.
Yeah, and that was a nice inbounds play there by Elizabeth Forward.
Ellsworth pulling it out to Dugan, resetting on the wing there to Winfrey, fronted by Flournoy. Winfrey looking to drive, sends it near side Ellsworth. Nice little shovel down low to Milsom. Trying to reposition, he got fouled underneath by Flournoy.
Nice aggressive move to the basket there by Kellen Milsom. He's going to pick up the foul on Flournoy. He's going to go to the line. So far in the season, 2 for 3 from the foul line here for Kellen Milsom,
Red Raiders as a team, 21 of 38, 55% through 2 games so far this season as Milsom drains the first of 2 free throws. So Milsom with 3 here in the opening quarter. The Uniontown lead at 4, 13-9 with 3:26 left here in the first. First of 2 for us here on WMBS. We'll have the Laurel Highlands game against Ligonier Valley at 4 o'clock up at Derry, assuming we make it on time, as Milsom makes the second free throw. I think we should be all right there,
You'll be fine. Figure get out of town by 2 o'clock.
Up there by 3.
Yeah, you'll
set
be
up
fine.
on the air by 4.
Heck, we were the only ones in the gym last night for about a half an hour.
Yes. Here's Herschel Roth off the screen. Nice little dish off to his left, and the finish, James Gow again. So Gow with 4. Warriors back to within 3 of Uniontown at 14-11. Here at the 3:02 mark of the first.
Yeah, Uniontown tried to trap there, and nice move by Gow again on the backside for the easy layup.
Milsom fighting on the inside, got pinned up, and a jump ball called. Good defense there from Herschel Roth on the Elizabeth Forward side, and the Warriors will get it here off the possession arrow.
Yeah, that was a good call there by Cody Thomas as well. Nice job by Herschel Roth on defense. Milsom trying to go to the hoop, but good block there, and the possession arrow goes to Elizabeth Forward.
And Nolan Larry makes a sub as well as Mitchell Viewett comes in for the first time, replacing Flournoy. As they shuffle their line up down 3 at 14-11. 2:42 left here in the opening quarter. Warriors up top with James Gow, switches back with Tyler Basic with that early 3. Red Raiders, though, tight defense on Basic, not much operating room for Tyler. They're outside the 3-pointer. Tyler still dancing around, directing traffic here high on the left. Little ball fake, lost the dribble. Sends it in there to James Gow. Gow on the wing, watched by Winfrey. Gow works to his right, switches back again with Basic. Basic coming near baseline, pulls back outside the arc. Over to Gow again, and Gow shot with the left hand, came up short. Rebound deflected off on the near side and controlled by Uniontown's Kellen Milsom. Milsom back across, over to Winfrey, who leans and scores and draws the foul. First 2 points of the game for Calvin Winfrey, and the Red Raiders increase their lead. Now 16-11 over Elizabeth Ford here at the 2:03 mark of the first.
Yeah, and that foul's going to be on Herschel Roth. That's his first. And a nice job by Calvin Winfrey to use the left hand on that drive. Went to the left hand, able to get the shot to go. And now a chance for the 3-point play.
And he misses the free throw. Again, free throw shooting the Red Raiders' bugaboo here early on in the season. Over the last couple of years, the free throw numbers have been pretty good.
Well, they were 7 for 10 against Thomas Jefferson on Tuesday night and really just struggled last night.
And there's Herschel Roth driving but missing. Rebound pulled down by Ellsworth. Outlet pass forward to Grooms. Resets here in the near corner. Try to bounce pass into Winfrey. Ball was kicked by a Warrior. Deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Uniontown in the Elizabeth Forward zone.
Yeah, Guy with the kick save. They're going to have Ellsworth triggering it in for Uniontown Red Raiders.
Ellsworth sending it in left of the basket here in the Warriors zone with 1:45 left in the first, and Uniontown leading by 5. Goes into Milsom, steps outside the arc over to Dugan, back to Ellsworth, spots up for another 3 and hits it again. Well, this kid is red hot. Isaac Ellsworth, 3 made threes here in the opening quarter. He has 9. Came in Uniontown's leading scorer, averaging 26.5 points a game, and the Red Raiders lead now up to 8 at 19-11.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how you can leave him open in the corners. You get 1.
You wonder if teams are going to start to pick up on that, Tony. Just as powerful as he's been from outside the 3-point arc here early in the season, as Herschel Roth gets a quick 2 to go there for Elizabeth Ford to pull the Warriors back to within 6. as Grooms misses on a deep three there off the back iron. Warriors another rebound as Tyler Basic brings it across here on the near side. Basic, nice little crossover there on Ellsworth. Spots him for the three. It rattles out. Again, offensive rebound, though, with Gow. Back out to Basic again. Basic near elbow. Sends it to his right to Daniel Spence. Spence pulls it out to Herschel Roth on the far wing. Watch there by the Red Raiders, Kellen Milsom. And now off of a screen. Herschel Roth looks to drive. Ball got deflected. Dugan finds it forward to Grooms, who comes back for an uncontested two. Notorious Grooms with 6 here in the opening quarter. Red Raiders back up 8 at 21-13.
Yeah, nice defense by the Red Raiders there. Herschel Roth trying to work off the screen and dump down the pass, but blocked away, and an easy basket on the other side for Grooms.
Warriors coming back, long two up top. Good as Herschel Roth switches it in. Herschel Roth with 8. Warriors back to within 6, down 21-15. Fast moving opening quarter down to 20 seconds left here in the first.
Yeah, a nice move there by Herschel Roth. Nice little mid-range jumper there and able to knock it down with a little shake.
Red Raiders likely holding here for the last shot. Down to 12 seconds left in the quarter. They lead by 6. Dugan baseline. Winfrey trying to hand off there to Milsom. Deflected out of bounds with 7.5 left on the clock. Couple of changes here on the Warriors side. Anthony Mano coming in for the first time, and Justin Flournoy back in, checking out Daniel Spence and Tyler Basic.
They're getting a little instruction there from Coach Nolan Larry.
Isaac Ellsworth sending it in there to Winfrey. Repositions out in front. Couldn't get the shot to go. Ball comes loose with 3 seconds left. Milsom finds it. He comes up short for the tip-in from Winfrey. Good as time expires after 1. So Calvin Winfrey with 4. The Uniontown lead now at 23-15 after 1 quarter of basketball. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Trimble Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube live tonight.
This is the time to save big at Autoland on a new Hyundai. All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai Owner Assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, plus 5 years, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection. Unlimited roadside assistance, plus 3 years, 36-month free complimentary maintenance. But there's a lot more reasons to buy your Hyundai from Autoland. First, they're a conveniently located, family-owned dealership that has served the area for well over 60 years. The second reason is that you'll deal with friendly, hometown salespeople. And the third reason is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai long after the sale. So stop into Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or call them 724-437-9999. And as Chris Parker Jr. says,
remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Back here at Uniontown High School, the Red Raiders to trigger it in. Until you're telling me during the break, Isaac Ellsworth triggering it in front of us. Has to be careful not to catch our tablecloth on fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, don't touch that thing. He's so hot. Might catch it on fire.
He's now knocked down 17 threes on the season. Misses there, though, on a quick 3 attempt to start the second quarter. And Justin Flournoy pulls down the rebound for Elizabeth Forward. Out to Mitchell Buick, and Buick missing on a 3 for the Warriors. They're going to get an offensive rebound there with Flournoy trying to work off of Winfrey. Put back between the circles to Cy Herschel Roth. Herschel Roth to his right to Anthony Mano. A little mini weave up top, switches back with Buick. Touch from Flournoy. Will shovel it back into the corner again to Buick. Up top to Herschel Roth. Warriors kind of feeling out Uniontown's defense on this possession, Tim.
Well, there's just a lot of passing and cutting, but nobody's open for the easy layup.
Well, they're going to get an open shot here up top. And getting the 3 to go. Couple of bounces before that one dropped for James Gow. Second made 3 ball of the game for the Warriors. They're back to within 5 at 23-18. A minute into the second quarter. Grooms out to Winfrey trying to answer back. He'll miss on a 3. Grooms going for the tip-in. Missed on the putback as Herschel Roth pulls down the rebound there for Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, the Uniontown faithful thought there was a foul there on Grooms on the putback.
Herschel Roth missing the jumper here on the near elbow. Ellsworth, the rebound there for Uniontown. Quickly across, up to Grooms. Grooms, a little hop, step, off balance shot, no good. Ball deflected out of bounds off of EF going out. It'll be at least initially signaled Uniontown basketball. Warriors thought the Red Raiders knocked it out.
Yeah, Coach Larry over there pleading his case. He thought it was off Uniontown for sure, but referees didn't see it that way.
It'll be Notorious Grooms to send it back in with Uniontown up 5 here at the 6:39 mark of the second quarter. Goes into Winfrey near baseline. Shot might have been partially blocked. Came up short. Ball comes loose off the rebound, and Winfrey able to track it back down. He's trying to get a timeout, and they'll give it to him. With 6:30 left before halftime, 23-18 Red Raiders. We're back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
So we come back. Kellen Milsom missing on a 3 there for Uniontown after the timeout, and James Gow with the rebound. Forward to Flournoy. Off to his left, open near block, and the finish on the floater. Mitchell Vuick off the Elizabeth forward bench has the Warriors back to within 3 toe.
Tell you what, Flournoy's made some really nice passes so far today for Elizabeth forward. Led to a couple easy layups.
Winfrey sending it off down low.
Milsom.
That's Milsom underneath, trying to reset off to Groom. Spots up for the 3 near wing. It rattles out. And Mitchell Vuick, another rebound there for Elizabeth forward.
And a little mini run here right now for the Elizabeth forward Warriors.
Opportunity to tie it here in a Daniel Spence 3. It's off the mark, and Notorious Grooms. The rebound there for Uniontown. Bounce pass forward to Winfrey in traffic. And they're going to call a foul on the floor here against Elizabeth forward.
It's going to be on Spence on the reach. Tried to swipe that ball away as Calvin Winfrey tried to take it to the hoop, and he's going to get called for his first foul.
And Notorious will trigger it back in. Red Raiders by 3 with a basketball. 5:33 left before halftime. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hinola. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our video stream sponsors tonight, Zen's Construction Warehouse and Uniontown Detail. Here's Calvin Winfrey on the inside. Kicking in the corner, and the 3 from Milsom. Good. Kellum Milsom now with 7 here for Uniontown. First points for the Red Raiders here in the second quarter. Have Uniontown up 6 at 26-20.
And Milsom with 16 made threes on the year as well.
And Milsom and Ellsworth, actually the 2 leading scorers for Uniontown after 2 games. Probably wouldn't have expected that. Winfrey a little poke into the backcourt there. Spence. And a timeout with 5:01 left before halftime. 26-20 Uniontown. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Uniontown, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump. But Allstate agent Russ Blejo is seeing ways to save you money on insurance, from starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely. Russ knows how to maximize your savings. When it comes to seeing ways to save, Russ does it best. So call Russ Blejo today at 724-439-9700. That's 724-439-9700. And you'll be on your way to keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Elizabeth Ford with the basketball after the timeout. On the inside there is Justin Flournoy. Trying to pivot back from the foul line. He's trapped, able to find Tyler Basic, who cuts and scores for the Warriors. Tyler Basic, a second field goal of the game, made a 3 back in the opening quarter. Has Elizabeth Ford back to within 4 of Uniontown at 26-22.
That was a nice move by Basic. Ellsworth had great coverage on him right there, but he was able to get that shot to go.
Here's Grooms driving near side. He'll get the basket to go, and 1. Notorious Grooms now with 8. Make it 9 here at the foul line, and the Red Raiders increase their lead to 6 at 28-22 with 4:18 left before halftime.
And that was a nice drive there by Grooms. He actually went high off the glass. He had 3 defenders on him and able to get that shot to go, and that's going to be the second on Herschel Roth as Grooms go to the line for the 3-point play.
Free throws up on the way and good, and that's what the Red Raiders wanted to see. Made free throw from Notorious Grooms. He came in just 50% from the foul line, 5 of 10. Lead at 7 for Uniontown at 29-22 with 4:10 left before halftime. There's Flournoy pulling it back on the near side. Missing a long 2 is Tyler Basic. Herschel Roth going for the offensive rebound, and a foul caught on the floor here against Uniontown.
Yeah, Herschel Roth with the rebound there, and you actually reach over the back on Ellsworth. And that's going to be his first foul, but he was actually loose ball as Herschelroth tried to secure it, but Ellsworth poked over his shoulder and got called for his first.
Red Raiders spread the fouls around, one from Grooms, one from Winfrey, one from Kiefer, now one from Ellsworth, as the Warriors trigger it in here to Herschelroth. Herschelroth on the near wing, lost the dribble, needs help. Gets it there on the switch from James Gow, pulls back high on the right to Tyler Basic. Warriors down 7 with the basketball, 3:44 left before halftime, and Basic an NBA range three, missed wide left. You had Flournoy crashing in looking for the rebound. Goes out of bounds off of Elizabeth Forward going out. It will be Uniontown basketball.
It was a pretty deep shot to work off of that screen by Gow from Basic. He was probably about 25 feet out. Might have taken a little step in. Had the range there to do it, but just a little short on the shot.
3:33 left before halftime. Uniontown the basketball in a 7-point lead. Ellsworth a little ball fake, works on his left, hands off baseline to Milton, trying to pull it out in front to Grooms. Got deflected out of bounds there by Herschelroth. Will remain Uniontown basketball here in the Warriors zone as Elizabeth Ford makes a change, bringing Minor Rodriguez into the game for the first time, replacing James Gow.
Got Anthony Sheffy in for Uniontown here.
Red Raiders send it into Winfrey, got too deep, put it off the bottom of the glass, and look out here. Daniel Spence breaking back for Elizabeth Forward. I think he rushed the floating shot attempt, but a foul called off the rebound. It'll go on the Warriors.
No, I think it's going to go on. It's going to go on Uniontown.
Okay, Red Raiders were laughing.
No, you know what? I think it was a push. And it looked like, and that's a pretty good call. You had Sheffy with the push underneath as the rebound came off. And EF had position, but Sheffy with the push gets called for his foul.
Quick three, Tyler Basic good. His second made three of the afternoon. 8 for Tyler Basic. And the Warriors continue to hang around. They're down only 4, 29-25, with 3 minutes left before halftime. Grooms, the seam will take it and make it. Notorious Grooms, well, he's back in double figures already here in the first half, Tone, with 11, and the Red Raiders back up 6 at 31-25.
Yeah, I'm sure he was not real happy with the way he scored last night. Not how he played, I'm not saying that, but just not in the scoring column.
Warriors switch back here with Daniel Spence. Spence lost the dribble. Grooms all over him. Will turn and shoot no good, and Grooms picks up the rebound. Here's Notorious going cross-court near side and across to Winfrey, and Winfrey running into Justin Flournoy, and Flournoy will pick up his second personal foul.
Flournoy with just a reach, didn't move his feet on the play. No, they called that. Oh, yeah, they called it on 21.
Ran into Flournoy.
I was going to say it's got to be on 20. No, 21 is in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rodriguez is in. I thought it would have went on.
Yeah.
Flournoy, I'm surprised about that, Tony.
Me too. I didn't see Rodriguez in there. So.
He wasn't even involved, I thought, close at all, as Winfrey gets a quick 2 to go. Winfrey with 6, Red Raiders lead back up to 8 at 33-25 with 2:19 left before halftime.
Tell you what, Uniontown's doing a nice job just taking the ball right down the middle.
There's Grooms, pressure on the ball there on Flournoy. Thought he had the turnover, but Tyler Basic came back over. They kicked it in the corner to drain 3 from Daniel Spence. His first points of the game come from outside the three-point arc and have the Warriors back to within 5 at 33-28.
That was a big possession. Uniontown could have swung it. 4-point swing there.
And there's Winfrey, a little hop step in the finish. Calvin Winfrey with 8. Red Raiders back up 7 at 35-28.
Now you get Herschelroth bringing it up.
I think there's a little miscommunication there on the Warriors side after the Uniontown make there as far as who's going to bring the ball up. Nonetheless, they have it reset. Herschelroth has it here on the near wing in the Uniontown zone, watched by Milsom. Send it off to his right again to Flournoy. To his left to Tyler Basic. Basic working here on Winfrey. Milsom brought the double team over and knocked the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay here with the Warriors.
And a good job by Milsom on the spin move there, able to reach in there. Uniontown thought the ball was off of Basic, but call going the other way.
I think Uniontown penetrating a lot more tonight, Tony, than what I saw in video last night against Bel Vernon. I think they're trying to take too many threes on the outside against the Leopards. Maybe that had to do with Bel Vernon's size on the inside, but nonetheless, the Red Raiders, as you said, Tony, doing a better job getting to the glass as Herschelroth looked to drive their jump ball call. Good job defensively from the Red Raiders to force the jump ball, and Uniontown will get it here off the possession area.
Yeah, Milsom just with good expectation to see Herschelroth make that spin move, able to reach in there, grab the ball, and tie it up.
The Warriors got it off the arrow, but the ball comes free, and Ellsworth finds it for Uniontown, and he'll drive back. Missed on the shot attempt, but Milsom there with a tip-in.
Beautiful tip. Beautiful hustle and follow to get back there to get that offensive rebound.
Milsom with 9, and the Red Raiders lead by 9 at 37-28. Final minute of the second quarter as Flournoy pulls it back to James Gow. Near side now to Tyler Basic. Basic trying to drive on Winfrey, and they'll get Winfrey for a second personal foul.
Yeah, everybody thinks that he got all ball, but I'm not so sure about that. Basic went strong to the hoop, but Winfrey looked like he kind of came across his arm, so he's going to pick up his second. Yeah, he's going to pick up his second foul, and they're going to call it in the act.
And Tyler Basic will be at the foul line. Basic averaging 18 points a game on this young season, 5'10 sophomore guard. Already with 8 so far in this game. This will be the first free throw attempt of the afternoon for the Warriors. It's up on the way and good from Tyler Basic.
Basic, a nice-looking pure shooter.
Saw a lot of time last year, Tony, as a freshman.
Yeah, and that foul was posted on Cam Dugan and not on Winfrey.
Wow. Seen a couple of those on both sides already. As Basic makes both free throws. I mean, Uniontown will take that. Going on Dugan instead of Winfrey. But just kind of odd because Winfrey was the player defending.
Yeah, I would agree.
Winfrey has it again coming inside, and he's going to get the basket in one, and that'll be the third personal foul, at least we would think on Flournoy, but we'll see.
No, it's definitely on Flournoy. He was the only one around. So he's going to pick up his third foul, and he's going to have to sit, I'm sure, for the last 32 seconds of this first half.
Actually, just a second, Tony. Remember, they switched that last foul.
Oh, right.
That they had posted on him.
Yeah, it was on Rodriguez instead. I'm sorry, yes. So he'll get to play the final 32 seconds.
And Winfrey missing on the free throw attempt as he tried to cap off the three-point play. And Elizabeth Ford with the rebound. As Daniel Spence will bring it back across, trying to send it off to Gow, got deflected. Check that. Milsom found it. Touch from Winfrey. Down baseline far side. Grooms put it off the bottom of the rim. He's able to reset back to Ellsworth. Ellsworth a little spin outside the arc. Switching back with Grooms. He'll take the three. It's off the mark again. Gow going for the rebound. And what do we got here? Out of bounds and over to EF.
So EF to take possession with 4.9 seconds. Full court pressure being shown by the Red Raiders.
Lead at 39-30. As Gow sending it in here to Flournoy, down at 2, down to 1. And the Warriors cop it up, and Uniontown comes back. Winfrey from midcourt misses on the three, and that'll do it for one half of basketball. Uniontown 39, Elizabeth Ford 30 here at the break. Stay tuned for our halftime show. Brought to you by the Radcliff Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube live this afternoon.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of Rematch Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team, Rematch Select Realty, on Facebook today. M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Back here at Uniontown High School, 39-30. Uniontown leading Elizabeth Forward here at halftime. Tony, is your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the Uniontown Red Raiders in that first half, only 4 players in the scoring column. They were led by Notorious Grooms, who had 11. Calvin Winfrey had 10. 9 points each from Kellen Milsom and Isaac Ellsworth. Ellsworth all 9 points on made threes. They scored 23 in the first, 16 in the second for their total of 39. 4 made threes in that first half, 3 by Ellsworth, 1 by Kellen Milsom, and they were 3 for 5 from the foul line in that first half. On the other side for the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, they were led by Tyler Basic, who had 10 points in that first half. He was followed by Cy Herschelroth with 8. James Guile had 7, 3 points on a made 3 by Daniel Spence, and a made basket by Mitchell Buick. 15 in the first, 15 in the second for their total of 30. They had 4 made threes, 2 by Basic, 1 by Spence, and 1's by James Guile. And they were 2 for 2 from the foul line in that first half.
More high school basketball later on this afternoon here on WMBS. TJ DeStefano will join me for a 4 o'clock tip as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs will take on Ligonier Valley at Derry High School. And then we're back on Tuesday with both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands on the air, both on the radio and Facebook. We'll have the Red Raiders section opener at Penn Trafford. I think you're headed up there with Josh Scully Tuesday, Tony?
Well, yes, I am.
Okay. And I'll have the Laurel Highlands Waynesburg game Facebook only with Steve Suprick. Again, coming up on Tuesday, our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starting at 6:45 with both games tipping off at 7:30. Here at halftime, it's 39-30. The Elizabeth Forward Warriors trailing the Uniontown Red Raiders. Uniontown a 9-point halftime lead. Second half comes right next in 4 minutes here on WMBS.
Derby's Riverside Ford is announcing the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Santa says the #1 item on everyone's wish list is the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2024 F-150 XLT Power Boost Crew Cab, and it comes with a total savings of $10,323 off MSRP, including Ford factory rebates.
Are you thinking about a new 2024 Ford Bronco to pull your sleigh? We've got them in stock. 10 have just arrived. The new 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend all-wheel drive starting at just $29,795 with an extra $1,000 Ford factory trade assist rebate.
And don't forget, every Ford Escape all-wheel drive comes with the perfect gift. 2.9% Ford credit financing for 72 months plus a $500 Ford factory rebate.
Stop in and get holiday ready at Derby's Riverside Ford, your 25-time President's Award-winning dealer located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Ask for any of Santa's helpers, Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley. Offer ends January 2nd, 2025. Ford credit financing required.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office?
Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Voted best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. To bring your vehicle over to Silva, call 724-437-2351. Now, Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Silva, proud to support local high school sports.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Prime Rosak and Tony Hanola back here at Uniontown High School, ready to start the third quarter. Uniontown leading Elizabeth forward by 9 at 39-30. And Tony, really has been a well-played game on both sides so far.
Yeah, it has been, Brian. Not a whole lot of fouls. Nice basketball, a couple nice passes from both teams, and really a pretty good game to watch here so far on a Saturday afternoon.
Red Raiders huddling off on the left side. Elizabeth Ford on the right side. Still getting used to seeing Uniontown's bench there on the left. They made that change midway through the year last year.
Yeah, it is different. We're used to looking to our right to see them, but now on the left. So a little bit different, but still the same Uniontown Red Raiders.
And Uniontown up 9. Trying to start off the third quarter and look for another little run to increase that lead to double figures.
They're playing good defense so far here. Held Elizabeth forward to 15 points in both quarters.
Isaac Ellsworth will trigger it in for Uniontown. Confronted here by Tyler Basic as the third quarter gets underway. Uniontown working right to left as we describe it. Back to Notorious Grooms, and now Ellsworth here on the near wing. Isaac off to his right, touch from Winfrey near side Grooms, and Ellsworth again, spotting up for the three and hitting it. So Ellsworth, who had 3 made threes in the opening quarter, didn't score at all in the second quarter, starts off the third just like he did the first. With a made threes, hit 4 tonight, and Uniontown on top by 12 as Elizabeth Ford answers back with Tyler Basic spinning one in from front of the Warriors bench. I think we're going to get an official stoppage here.
Well, Basic kind of looked like he turned his ankle a little bit there whenever Ellsworth took that shot. A little slow getting up, but oddly enough, got up and knocked down a three on the other side.
He's going to try to walk that off.
Yeah, it looked like he just kind of twisted his ankle just a hair.
There's a lot of composure for him, though, Tony. Able to twist your ankle, stay in the play, and then drain a three. And has the Warriors back to within 9, just where we are at halftime, but at 42-33 in favor of Uniontown. Here's Winfrey up top for a three. 3 balls, an air ball, goes out of bounds, and over to Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, and a good look there from the top of the key. Just couldn't knock that down. So Elizabeth Forward now trying to cut into this 9-point lead.
James Gow will send it into Daniel Spence. And the Red Raiders get back into action Tuesday. It'll be their conference opener at Penn Trafford. It's a gym we haven't been to in quite some time, Tony, as we have a jump ball called here on the drive from Herschel Roth. We'll go to the possession arrow. It favors the Warriors.
Well, I can say I don't think I've been there in 63 years, to be honest with you.
I don't think Uniontown's played there since probably the mid-2000s, so probably 18, 19 years, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in there.
Warriors up top, working there with Gal. Off to his right to Daniel Spence. Now Gal again, spotting up for the three. It bounces around but falls out. And Calvin Winfrey, the rebound for Uniontown, quickly up the floor to Ellsworth. A little juggle and a regain. Calvin back on the wing, slices, scoops, but misses. Ball comes loose on the far side, goes out of bounds. Will stay with Uniontown in the Elizabeth forward zone.
Yeah, and a good move there by Winfrey. Actually went past 3 defenders for Elizabeth forward. Went to the left hand, just couldn't get it to go, but he created a lot of space there for that easy layup.
Uniontown trying to send it into Aiden Kiefer, got deflected out of bounds.
They're gonna
stay with the Red Raiders.
They're going to put it out on the side. Interesting.
And Grooms will send it in front of the Red Raiders bench.
I don't know if there's something on the ball or, yeah, it looks like maybe water or something on there.
It was right over by those water bottles is where it ended up. Might have had some moisture there on the court.
So our friend Cody Thomas, as he referees, also doing a little janitorial duty too.
As Cody said, he was here last night on the game as well against Bel Vernon.
Said his dad was on the JV game.
Okay.
Yeah, said his dad was on the JV game, so.
Now Grooms will work it in. Send it in there to Winfrey. Winfrey trying to work here on Flournoy. Now a back out. And reset here high on the right. Uniontown 42, Elizabeth 4-33 with 6:30 left here in the third. Grooms on the inside, back out to Ellsworth, works to his right, jumper from the foul line, out the back iron, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Elizabeth Ford's James Gow. Did a good job there just to stay in bounds.
Yes, he did. Tell you what, Gow playing a nice game for Elizabeth Forward so far here today.
Trying to work on Kiefer. Double team came over from Milsom, but the Warriors keep it alive. Here's Flournoy from the elbow. Back out near side, and the big guy Herschel Roth taking a long two. It's off the mark. Grooms finds the loose ball forward to Winfrey, who leans and scores. Calvin Winfrey now with 12, and the Red Raiders up 11 at 44-33, and a quick deflection out of bounds off the inbounds pass there from Spence. Will stay with Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, and Uniontown just beat Elizabeth Forward back down the floor there. Herschel Roth with that three, but Grooms with a beautiful outlet pass to hit Winfrey as he streaked down the court for that easy layup. So now Winfrey with 12 on the day.
And Daniel Spence will bounce it back in to Cy Herschelroth. Herschelroth out of his own zone. Picked up there by Kellen Milsom. Herschelroth dancing around, works to his left. Over to Tyler Basic. Basic double teamed, and the ball deflected out of bounds off of Uniontown going out. Good defense there from Cam Dugan.
Good defense by Dugan and Grooms to get that trap over there on the sideline. A near steal.
Basic sends it in. Brought down there by Daniel Spence. Spence trying to work here on Milsom. Interior pass to Basic, who pulls it back out. Plays catch back there with Spence off to his left to Herschelroth, who slices between defenders but couldn't finish on the drive. And Grooms finds the loose ball rebound there for Uniontown.
Yeah, nice job to get the shot there, but just couldn't get it to go.
Notorious on his drive got stripped. Ball went out of bounds off of EF going out. We'll stay with Uniontown here in the Warriors zone. Uniontown 44, Elizabeth Forward 33 with 5:22 left here in the third.
Yeah, not a lot of scoring here so far in this third quarter.
Grooms back to Winfrey, drains the three from the far corner. So Calvin Winfrey with 15. His first made three of the game, and Uniontown has their largest lead of the afternoon now at 47-33, a 14-point margin up on the scoreboard with 5:05 left here in the third.
Yeah, Elizabeth Forward right now looking for some offense. Only scored 3 points so far here.
Daniel Spence on the inside. Pass intercepted by Winfrey. Winfrey back into the forecourt in the Warriors zone. Dishes out to Grooms. Back underneath to Milsom, who repositions to get the basket to go and one. Kellen Milsom, he's in double figures with 11. And the Red Raiders increase their lead now to 16 at 49-33, starting to pull away here with 4:48 left in the third.
Yeah, a nice strong move underneath there by Milsom. Beautiful entry pass by Grooms, but Milsom took it up strong against 2 Warrior defenders. He's going to pick up the third foul on Cy Herschelroth.
Only 3 Red Raiders have scored in the game, and all 3 in double figures. Grooms with 11, Winfrey with 15, Milsom with 11, and Ellsworth with 12 with 4 made threes, and added another point to Milsom's total with a make there to give him 12, and the Uniontown lead now at 17 at 50-33 with 4:42 left here in the third. Double team coming over there on Basic, sends it on the inside, and a charge call there on James Gow.
Nice job by Milsom to stand his ground and pick up that charge call. So that's going to be on Gow. That's only his first foul. But more importantly, it wiped the basket out.
Yeah, Warriors have struggled to get points here in the third quarter. Just the one made three from Basic. That's it. Uniontown's outscored them 11-3 here in the third. Looking to add to it here with Groom scooping it up and drawing the foul. Should be in the act.
Looks like Gal might have stuck his hand in there, maybe caught a finger or something.
And Groom's going to come out.
Oh, he must have blood. There's got to be some blood over there. Maybe get poked or something, but yeah, I was going to say he's
okay,
might have a bloody nose. Yeah, might have a bloody nose, yeah. So they're going to bring Sheffy in to replace Grooms, and he's actually going to have to go to the line.
I could have really chosen their free throw shooters in that situation. Now Uniontown's going to take a timeout maybe to give Grooms a little more time. With 4:26 left here in the third, 50-33, Red Raiders are back in 60 on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
So Notorious Grooms able to come back into the game, but he misses both free throws here for the Red Raiders. Ball goes out of bounds and over to Elizabeth Forward.
And Grooms now with a little cotton up his nose on the left side, and kind of explains why he dropped out of there. Had a little bloody nose going on.
He's going to stay in the game on the Uniontown side with the Red Raiders up 17 at 50-33. 4:20 left here in the third. But the Red Raiders getting off to a great start here in this third quarter. Again, the Warriors limited to just 3 points so far in the period on the Basic made three. Basic has it right now, trying to send it over to Flournoy. Got deflected. Basic regains and gets double teamed, and a jump ball called. We'll go back to the possession arrow. It favors Uniontown.
Yeah, nice job by Cam Dugan right there, able to see the spin move by Basic and just tie the ball up, and possession arrow to Uniontown.
Dugan will poke it in here to Calvin Winfrey midway through this third quarter. Winfrey back across. Winfrey pulling it out. Grooms line drive three. Came up short. Mitchell Vuick, the rebound there for Elizabeth Forward. Touch from Spence and then brought across by Tyler Basic. Basic watched there by Ellsworth. Dugan comes out to help. Losing the dribble and switching back there is Basic with Spence, and Spence on the inside will draw a foul on the floor.
Spence looking for that continuation play there as he went through the lane, tried to throw it up and draw a foul as he was in the act of shooting.
Second on Dugan, first foul of the quarter on the Red Raiders. You'll have Basic triggered back in here for Uniontown. High pass brought down by Flournoy. Pulled back over to Minor Rodriguez. Switching back now with Tyler Basic. Basic working to his left. Flournoy is trying to set the screen. Didn't work out. And Basic trying to long two. Got bumped. Ball comes loose. Winfrey finds it. He'll come back. But missing a layup from point blank range. Ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with Uniontown in the Elizabeth Forward zone.
I think Calvin was kind of deciding whether he wanted to dunk it or just roll it over the rim. And he missed it, and it's fortunate that Uniontown retains possession. Poked out of bounds by Elizabeth Forward.
So a little more leeway when the lead's at 17. You want to try to attempt that in a close game. And then you have Milsom out in front, missing from right out in front as well, Tony.
Yeah, tried to throw it over the rim instead of using the board.
Both Milsom and Winfrey missed shots there, and now Elizabeth Forward back on the other side, down 17 with 3:05 left here in the third. Basic working, and another foul called here on the floor.
And that's going to be on Dugan as he bodied up Basic as he tried to take it down the lane. So now Dugan with three. And still, you're right, Brian, only the second team foul, for Uniontown in this third quarter.
It's only 4 Red Raiders have scored in this game. The ball goes in there to Flournoy. Watched by Grooms. Switches back with Anthony Mano, who just checked in. Top again to Basic between the circles. Dugan still out there with 3 personals as Basic looks to drive, leans and misses. Warriors keep it alive for a moment for a little poke out, and the Red Raiders' Notorious Grooms will come back with numbers, and Torrey with the finish. Notorious Grooms, first 2 of the third, that's 13 for the game. Uniontown lead at 19, their largest of the game.
Yeah, that was a great block on the other side by Milsom as Basic got his own rebound, tried to take it back up.
Back in the corner for the Warriors. Buick misses on a 3. Scrum for the rebound. We'll get another jump ball called as Milsom battles with Minor Rodriguez there. And they'll go to the arrow.
It's going to be EF this time.
Yep.
A couple
Warriors
subs coming in now. You got Guile coming back in as well as Herschel Roth. Basic going to take a seat as well as Anthony Mano. So now Flournoy trying to trigger it in here.
A lob it looking for Cy Herschelroth. Get intercepted by Winfrey. Sent ahead to Grooms. There's Notorious coming back. Missed on the drive. Winfrey trying to keep it alive. Looking for a poke out there on Herschelroth, but ruled off of Uniontown going out. It'll be Elizabeth Ford's basketball.
Yeah, good hustle by Calvin there. Just stepped on the end line. So now it's going to be Elizabeth Forward ball.
The Red Raiders in good shape right now. 19-point lead. The Warriors still, Tony, have scored only 3 points in this third quarter. That was the made 3 from Tyler Basic. Now Flournoy's going to try a 3 from the near wing. It's off the mark. Warriors keep it alive underneath. Minor Rodriguez pulling down the board. Back up top again to Cy Herschelroth. Touch there from Rodriguez. Back to Flournoy. Fronted there by Grooms, trying to come on the inside, and Winfrey stepping in front of the intended pass for James Gow, and Winfrey coming back trying to get coast to coast. He tried a little hop step, and he got stripped there by Herschelroth. Herschelroth coming back with numbers. He'll take it on the inside. Power move, got the 2 to go, and the Warriors take a quick timeout. 1:41 left here in the third, 52-35. Uniontown back at 60 on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Day.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, your local specialists for GI and liver disorders. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I remind you that a painless 30-minute screening colonoscopy every 10 years starting at age 45 could save your life. Good luck to our local hoops teams, and best wishes to all for a healthy and happy holiday season.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Uniontown with the basketball after the timeout. 1:32 left here in the third. Uniontown leading Elizabeth Forward 52-35. Calvin Winfrey here on the near side. They're going to say that was deflected. Warriors were calling for a double dribble. Now they're going to make the correction and say it was a double dribble there on Winfrey.
Yeah, Winfrey was going to try to take up the shot, but good defense there. Dropped it down and really couldn't pick it back up. So a turnover by the Red Raiders. Now showing a little bit of full court pressure here.
And both of these schools were in action last night. Elizabeth Forward a win over Trinity. Uniontown lost a 1-point game to Bel Vernon 56-55. Herschelroth lost the dribble, needs help in front of us. And a heads-up play there from Minor Rodriguez, throwing it off of Cam Dugan and out, and actually off of our table there, too.
Yeah, I thought it was coming to me there for a minute.
Yes. Got to stay alert here courtside.
That's right.
Warriors working in Jacob Peterson into the game for the first time. Peterson, a 6-foot sophomore guard, seeing his first action of the afternoon. Warriors turn it over. Look out here. Notorious Grooms coming back with an easy 2. So Torrey with 4 here in the third, 15 for the game. The Uniontown lead up to 19 at 54-35 with 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Warriors starting to wear down a little bit, Tony.
Yeah, I think so too.
Long 2, far side, good Minor Rodriguez. His first 2 points of the game. Winfrey back on the other side for Uniontown, trying to kick it in the corner of the ball right through the hands of Kellen Milsom.
Coach Kazmarski pointing to the clock as he looked at Calvin Winfrey, telling him to take a little time off of it, but fast break. And actually, not a bad play. He had Milsom wide open in the corner for the 3. Just went right through his hands.
Yeah, rare to see Milsom let one of those get away. The Red Raiders certainly in a nice position right now, Tony, at 54-37. With 33 seconds left here in the third. Herschelroth with good defense from Milsom finally brings it across. They reset to Daniel Spence. Spence working on the far block, trying to keep it alive. He lost the dribble. Pulls it back to Herschelroth again. Hands back off to Spence, who tried to put it off the glass. Shot attempt no good, and the Red Raiders break back on a 3-on-1. Grooms back to Winfrey, but good defense there from Gal to knock it away from Winfrey. But Uniontown keeps it alive. On the drive, Milsom gets fouled. Shot attempt no good, put it off the bottom of the rim. But Milsom will have 2 free throws upcoming with 10 seconds left here in the third quarter, and Uniontown up 54-37.
Yeah, the Red Raiders had numbers on that. They had a 3-on-1 break, and a good job there by Guile on the block. But
and Grooms was calling for the ball. Winfrey decided to take it himself, and as you said, Tony, Guile with a rejection as Milsom misses on the first of 2 free throws here.
It's his first miss of the day. He's 3 for 4 from the line here so far.
Foul went on Jacob Peterson, his first. And now Milsom for a second of 2 free throws. On the way and good. So 13 points for Kellen Milsom. Uniontown a 55-37 lead over Elizabeth Ford. Final 5 seconds of the third quarter. Warriors need to hurry here and watch the clock. Anthony Mano to his right, and they don't get a shot away. Elizabeth Ford not watching the clock, and Uniontown will take an 18-point lead in the fourth quarter of 55-37. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the C. Harper Honor Group High School Sports Day.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Casey Sports Cafe, located at 243 southbound Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned and operated by the Vernon family, has new winter hours. Casey's will be open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4, Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 3. Come to Casey's for great new menu items, including soup and sandwiches and dinner entrees. Casey's can also help you cater your next event. For more information, phone 724-550-4126. Casey's would also like to thank everyone who voted them Best in Fayette for Best All-Around Restaurant, Breakfast and Value Eats, and runner-up for Diner and Lunch Spot.
Back here at Uniontown High School, Red Raiders up 55-37 as we start the fourth quarter. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hinola, Billy Nice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our first of 2 here on WMBS today. At 4 o'clock, we'll have the Laurel Highlands game against Ligonier Valley up at Derry High School. Cam Dugan on a quick 3, missing there for the Red Raiders. Cy Herschelroth, the rebound for Elizabeth Ford.
Yeah, Dugan with his first shot of the game. Just couldn't get that 3 to go.
Herschelroth over to Spence, back to Herschelroth, edge of the zone on the far side, trying to work on Dugan, has it knocked away by Notorious Grooms. Torrey coming back on a 1-on-2, put it high off the glass, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound, and finding it there is Fornoy, and he gets fouled.
And I think they're going to call that on Calvin Winfrey. I think that's going to be his 3rd.
That's only his second. Remember, they had the one posted that we thought was going to be on Winfrey. I think they gave it to Dugan.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we thought it was on Winfrey, and it was on Dugan is right.
And a couple of those today.
Red Raiders outscoring the Elizabeth Ford Warriors 16-7 in that third quarter after having a 9-point halftime lead.
Steal there from Milsom. Coming back with Dugan. Milsom's going to take it himself and lay it up and in. 15 for Kellen Milsom, the senior. Came in averaging 14.5 points a game, and the Red Raiders up 20 at 57-37, their largest lead of the game. As we go under 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Grooms all over Spence. Spence trying to keep it alive. Winfrey went down. Spence will send it down right of the lane to Gal, and then cutting on the backside and drawing the foul is Tyler Basic. He couldn't get the shot to go, though. But Basic will have 2 free throws upcoming. We'll check the Uniontown foul.
Yeah, Basic with a long rest there in that third quarter. He really didn't come back in after he turned that ankle.
That's a 4th on Dugan. He'll have to check out. And Tyler Basic of the foul line, his first of 2 on the way, no good as it spins out. So Uniontown a nice bounce back this afternoon after the loss last night against Bel Vernon. Again, they'll open up conference play on Tuesday against Penn Trafford. That game both on the radio and on Facebook, starting with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6:45. Opening tip set for 7:30. Josh Scully and Tony Hinola will have the call on Tuesday night here on WMBS. Red Raiders going a little bit too quickly on the outlet there to Winfrey. Out of bounds and back over to Elizabeth Ford. Also have coverage on Facebook Tuesday night of Laurel Highlands and Waynesburg. Steve Superk's going to join me over there at Laurel Highlands High School.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you should tell the fans I'm on the game. That might scare them away from listening,
I think
Brian.
they'll listen more, Tony, if they know you're on the call
please.
on Tuesday nights. On the inside, floater no good there from James Gow. And keeping it alive out in front there is Herschel Roth, and he draws the foul.
They're going to call that foul on Milsom. Grooms kind of thought it was on him. He's touching base with the referee now to see what it was, but the referee saying he got his elbow as he went up for the shot. So Herschel Roth now with 10 points. All unmade field goals, his first trip to the foul line.
And has the first free throw attempt spin out. Again, these two schools the last few years, Tony, have been in the same conference. Not this year with Uniontown moving up to 5A and Elizabeth Forward staying in 4A. As Herschel Roth misses another free throw, and Uniontown will find the loose ball there with Kellen Milsom. Warriors get back into action on Tuesday as well. They'll travel to West Allegheny. They'll open up conference play on the 17th against East Allegheny. And Coach Nolan Larry told us due to some of the improvements at the Elizabeth Forward gym, the only home games they have this year are conference home games. Everything else is on the road.
Interesting.
Winfrey trying to set it off there to Milsom, got deflected. Uniontown resets outside the arc. Winfrey finds it again back in the corner to Ellsworth. No look pass to Grooms. Jumper left of the lane, no good. Backside rebound. Milsom keeps it back alive there for Uniontown. On the inside to Winfrey. He'll cut and scoop it up and in. Calvin Winfrey now with 17, and Uniontown's lead up to 59-38, 21-point margin with 5:35 left in regulation.
Weren't they working on that Elizabeth Forward gym the last time we were there?
I think they were working on the new facility. Remember they had that big fire up there a year or two ago, and I think the gym part of the improvements there is Flournoy misses on a three with some of the space that was damaged due to the fire. So I think they're still using the old gym right now, but there's going to be a brand new gym that might even be ready later on this year, but definitely ready for next year for the Warriors. And here's Grooms cutting and scoring. So Notorious with 17, and I would think Uniontown will probably play a return visit to Elizabeth Forward next year. Probably most of these schools will, so they'll probably have mostly all home games.
Exactly.
Next year. The only away games they might play might be conference away games, and a deep three good there from Tyler Basic.
Basic with his fourth made three of the game. He's got 16 on the day.
And in a way, that makes a lot of sense, too. If you have a facility that's being renovated this year, they're going to have something brand new next year. You can have a bunch of home games, have everybody come and see it.
For sure.
Always nice when you can check out some new digs. 61-41 Uniontown, 4:26 left in the fourth quarter. Hopefully they improve the Wi-Fi down. That's always been an issue in the old gym.
You better tell them while they're still working on it.
Winfrey handing off out in front. Milsom getting fouled. Couldn't finish on the three-point play. So all four Red Raider starters except for Kiefer have scored in this game, and all, again, in double figures. Groom 17, Winfrey 17, Milsom 15, and Ellsworth 12. All similar in point totals, too.
Pretty balanced.
Yes.
No doubt.
Milsom, first of two free throws here, good. 16 for Milsom. He makes the next free throw, Tony. You'll have three Red Raiders with 17 points.
Yeah, that's extremely balanced then, isn't it?
Lead at 62-41, 4:16 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, and oddly, the only guy who doesn't have 17 is Ellsworth. He's got 4 made threes, but he's been kind of quiet here today for him.
Made 3 threes out of the gate in the opening quarter and drained a 3 in the third. Hasn't had that many shot attempts, though. It's not like he's bricking threes from outside.
That's correct, yep.
Milsom making both free throws. So that gives the Red Raiders 3 players with 17 points in this game. And the lead at 22 at 63-41 with 4:12 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a couple bench players coming in now for Coach Gizmarski.
Mitchell Vulick from the near elbow. Pressure there by Winfrey, who forces the turnover. Forward to Grooms. Grooms leans and scores. Put it off the glass and in. Notorious Grooms with 19. 65-41. The Uniontown lead at 24 with 3:50 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Grooms making up, as we said, a rare occasion last night when he didn't have double figures.
Jumper right of the lane, no good, Tyler Pace. I guess that's the good thing for Uniontown of a noon game on a Saturday. If it comes after a loss, you don't have much time to let that loss sit in. Timeout on the court. 3:40 left here in the fourth. 65-41 Red Raiders. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Day.
Peachtree Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, and is now Fana Pharmacy. Fana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Fana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Fana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliff Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliff Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Back here at Uniontown High School, final 3:32 of regulation. All Uniontown right now. Red Raiders up 24 at 65-41. Here's Ellsworth on the inside, leading and scoring. You called for it, son. Isaac Ellsworth now with 14. Uniontown up 26 at 67-41.
He must have heard me. I don't know. I didn't think he was that close to us.
Or close enough to the court. So.
True.
Pick up a lot. There's a steal from Grooms as Uniontown's getting ready to make a line change. Notorious will come back and get another quick two. It's 21 for Notorious. 69-41 Uniontown with 3:02 left here in the fourth. Another basket. They'll have the continuous clock the rest of the way. Had a lot of those early on in the season.
Yes, we have.
Every game I've done so far this year has been a continuous clock. See if Uniontown can keep that trend going. They're going to tip it down low for the Warriors. Was that Gal there? Yep. In traffic. I was a little screened.
Yep.
69-43, 2:42 left. Winfrey from downtown drains the three and a quick timeout. That gives Winfrey 20, and that'll probably end his day. 72-43 Uniontown. 2:38 left here in the fourth. Take a quick 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Final 2:20 here in the fourth quarter. Uniontown 72, Elizabeth Forward 43, and a quick make there for Mitchell Buick to give him 4 points. But 4 new Red Raiders in the lineup. You have Gary Smitley out there along with Nolan Baker, number 5, number 1, Trevor Uphold, and now a made 3 from Nolan Baker, his first points of the season. 5'11" sophomore guard gets into the scoring column.
How about that? The first basket made is a 3.
75-45. Uniontown back in the corner. Answer back from Mitchell Buick. And that'll give Buick 7. Another quick timeout. 1:50 left here in the fourth. Another quick 30. 75-48 Red Raiders back at 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
75-48 Uniontown. Gary Smitley on the inside had deflected away, and we'll get a foul call here on Uniontown. We'll head the other way.
Yeah, now all subs in for both teams. Go over a quick lineup. Got Donovan Coffey in, Gary Smitley. Got Jamari Walker, Trevor Uphold, and trying to see who's on the other side here. Oh, it's I don't know.
Donovan Coffey?
Dillard. No, we had Stacy Dillard in there now.
Okay.
So, yep.
After a miss there, Coffey with a rebound. We'll set it off to Trevor Uphold. 75-48 Uniontown. 1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Uphold pulling it back to Coffey. The good thing for Uniontown, you can always know the guys are, Tony. They have the names on the back of the jerseys for, I think, the first time ever this year. Is Jamari Walker gets a 2 to go out in front. 77-48 Uniontown.
Well, I said it's extremely rare for any high school team to have their name on the back of a jersey. You ever see that before,
No,
Brian?
can't reuse the jerseys that way.
No.
You get them on there. I mean, sure, if the kids come back next year, keep the same numbers, you get a floater. Good there from Gavin Stolowski, his first 2 of the game for Elizabeth Ford, 77-50. But it's not like you can have somebody graduates, like Notorious graduates. Somebody wants to wear 00 next year. You put like a piece of tape, I guess, over the grooms. But no, they can't get reused. There's a three near side, trying to bank it in there from the corner was Caden Allen. Uniontown the rebound. They'll send it up there on the drive, and
Dillard.
A miss coming in there from Dillard. Offensive rebound missing on the putback is Walker. The ball still loose. Finally, the Warriors find it underneath. Now just about do it, Tone. Down to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. A 3 at the buzzer, an air ball from Stolowski, and that'll do it. Your final score, Uniontown 77, Elizabeth Forward 50. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Fana Pharmacy, formerly Peach & Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connells. What comes your way next here on WMBS, the True Life High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stuart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stuart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stuart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stuart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Uniontown a 77-50 win over Elizabeth Forward here this afternoon. Our first of two on WMBS. Our post-game show again brought to you by Fana Pharmacy, formerly Peach & Pharmacy, in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. Tony, is your post-game stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the victorious Uniontown Red Raiders, who improved to 2-1 on the season. They were led today by Notorious Grooms, who had 21 points. Calvin Winfrey followed him with 20. Kellen Milsom with 17. Isaac Ellsworth with 14, a made three off the bench by Nolan Baker, and a made basket by Jamari Walker. They scored 23 in the first, 16 in the second, 16 in the third, 22 in the fourth for their total of 77. 8 made threes on the day, 4 by Ellsworth, 1 by Milsom, 2 by Calvin Winfrey, and 1 by Nolan Baker. And they were 7 for 12 from the foul line here today. On the other side for the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, who dropped to 3-2 on the season, they were led by Tyler Basic, who had 16 points. He had 4 made threes. 10 points from Herschel Roth, 9 from James Guile, 7 from Mitchell Buick off the bench, 3 points by Daniel Spence on a made 3, 2 points from Minor Rodriguez, and 2 from Gavin Stolowski. 15 in the first, 15 in the second, 7 in the third, 13 in the fourth for their total of 50. 7 made threes, 4 from Basic, 1 from Buick, 1 from Spence, and 1 from Guile. And they were 2 for 5 from the foul line here today.
Yeah, Uniontown back in action on Tuesday. They'll be taking on Penn Trafford on the road at Penn Trafford. We'll have that game for you here on WMBS, our Sprouse Insurance Group. Pregame show at 6:45, opening tip set for 7:30. Again, more high school hoops coming up later on today on WMBS. Laurel Highlands battling Ligonier Valley at Derry High School, 4 o'clock tip-off. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 3:15. Tony, enjoyed it as always.
Thanks, Brian, and have a safe trip
up
to Derry.
Do that. And I know you're headed up that way as well for a wedding later on this afternoon.
Yes, I am. And,
as well.
Yep, congratulations.
Also, we got to pick our players of the game, too, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
I'll tell you what, I thought I'm going to give it to Notorious Grooms here today. Made a lot of steals, a lot of easy baskets off of those turnovers. Led the team with 21 points, so I'm going to give it to Notorious.
That's our player of the game, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. Go ahead, Tony.
Now, I was going to say a day it lived in infamy. Congratulations to both Joey Superga and Nikki Ezzy, who are getting married today. So congratulations.
Not to one another.
As Franklin FDR said, a day that lives in infamy.
77-50 your final score. Uniontown with the win over Elizabeth Forward. Tony Hanola, Billy Dice, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. This is Brian Morozek saying have yourselves a pleasant afternoon. I'll talk to you in a couple of hours from Derry High School, 77-50. Uniontown over Elizabeth Forward. Song, everybody, from Uniontown High School.